For decades, San Diego has been one of the country's largest and longest-standing refugee resettlement communities, welcoming more than 100,000 refugees from around the world since the end of the Vietnam War. June 20th is World Refugee Day, a time designated by the United Nations to recognize the hardship, suffering, and resilience of those who have been forced to flee their homes because of war, persecution, or violence. I sat down with a San Diego man whose deep compassion for refugees comes from his own remarkable story of survival and strength.
You see, today we have over 100 million people who are refugees, and those people don't have a country to call home.
William Twayigize is a man with a warm and gentle spirit. At San Diego State University, he's a professor of political science, leading the Global Perspective Symposium, sharing his passion with students for understanding the stories of those who have suffered unimaginable hardships.
People should understand that these refugees are mothers, are children, are fathers, are kids who should be in school.
William was born in Rwanda and raised one of 27 children in a mixed family. He has childhood memories with legendary conservationist Dian Fossey. What do you remember about her?
It's always emotional when I remember it, because it happened when I was still in my formative years, when I was trying to discover myself. She used to come to our primary school, by the way. And in most of the cases, she used to give us football balls so that we could play. She could use that opportunity actually to talk about the gorillas, the national park, and also the sustainability of the national park.
But memories like these are a stark contrast to the loss and extreme suffering that has marked his life. To this day, how many of your 27 brothers and sisters are still alive?
Only 4 of us. Out of 27, only 4 of us.
William was raised as a Hutu during the ethnic conflict between Hutu and Tutsi groups. He witnessed mass killings in his village when he was just 13 years old. Forced to flee from home, he traveled from refugee camp to refugee camp, 11 in all. By his count, he walked nearly 6,000 miles across Africa over a decade. It was anything but a sanctuary. There was the attack at his first camp.
Kids were screaming, mothers were screaming, and many groaning because of they have been shot. And for some reasons, God did miracles. I was shot, but he managed to escape and hid myself under the bushes.
He survived only to end up abducted, he says, by a group of political enemies who returned him to the very place he was attempting to flee, forced to live in a container for 3 years.
And they killed so many of us. And in our group, we were starved to death. They used to beat us, to torture us 3 times a day.
And mentally, how do you grapple with the fear and the panic of, I am going to die?
Sometimes you become numb. Then you see your colleagues being killed, and their bodies stay there next to you for weeks. So you look at them, you say, this is so and so. Next day, I will become like him or her.
William says he was struck by a grenade blast and left for dead. He says he would have been buried in a mass grave had it not been for a Red Cross aid worker who identified he was still alive and a great faith that God had never left him.
I'm told that when she came to my body, she realized that I still had a distant pulse. So throughout all that experience, there was one thing that remained consistent with me. It was the Bible. I always had the Bible throughout.
And then a blessing from a benefactor abroad who learned of his story, paid for him to go to college in Kenya, and eventually helped him immigrate to the United States. William went on to get a master's and doctorate degrees. He wrote books about his incredible journey of hardship and perseverance, and started a nonprofit to help refugee and underprivileged children in Africa access education.
The objective is to let them know what God has done in our lives and become a testimony to them and let them learn how to pay it forward.
A man of deep faith and relentless hope, now a husband and father with a powerful desire to inspire renewed compassion in others for refugees like him.
I knew I was going to die a teenager at whatever cost. Then I became 15, then I became 20, and now I'm still here taking kids, regardless of their faith, their background, bringing them into the school and give them a second chance, give them opportunity to education, but also educate them so that they can become future compassionate leaders to change the world.
William left soon after our interview to travel to Kenya, where he is looking to purchase land to build a school for the children he serves through his nonprofit, Africa New Hope Empowerment, known as Any Hope.